Obviously, this program has been a life-changing opportunity for many of us. And it all would not be possible if this staff hadn't envisioned this dream to teach us the way, to help us, and to lend a hand. And so, we are here today to thank the staff on behalf of all 45 of us for everything you've done. And whether or not you realize that you touched each and every one of us in some way. And it's a lesson that we will never forget for as long as we live. So, starting with that, being that Catherine didn't have her certificates for Cortland and Lisa, we have something of our own we'd like to give you too. We all know these two as our RA, as our mom and dad away from home, as the person who teaches us how to use the laundry machine, as the person who we go to when we get locked out of our room. These two are also the ones who are there for us when we're crying, when we're scared, when we're afraid. Because many of the people in this program haven't had the opportunity to move away from their home. And this was their first opportunity to experience life on their own. And having two amazing people be there and show us the way was just awesome. I don't think any of us, the 44 of us, could not ask of anyone else that we would want to sit in your place. So, on behalf of the 44 of us, we present with you a picture with all of our signatures on it. So you can dream about us. and hopefully not have nightmares. But we just really, really appreciate what you both have really done for us because you've gone on and above all calls of duty. And your job description only said this much, and what we put you through was way beyond what we could all imagine. So we really appreciate you, and we got you two both matching frames, so no competition involved here, with matching signatures and everything. So this was in Portland. Thank you. So before we keep going with more words, I found this story. It was kind of a motto that I grew up with, and reflecting upon it, it is in every way how we feel about this program. And I just wanted to share it with everyone. It's called The Starfish Story, written by Lauren Esley. Once upon a time, there was a wise man who used to go to the ocean to do his writing. He had a habit of walking along the beach before he began his work. One day, he was walking along the shore, and he looked down at the beach and saw a human figure moving like a dancer. He smiled to himself and thought of someone who could dance to the day. And so he walked faster to catch up. As he got closer, he noticed that the figure was that of a young man, and that he was not dancing at all. The young man was reaching down to the shore and picking up small objects and throwing them back into the ocean. He came closer and called out, "Good morning. May I ask what you're doing?" The young man paused, looked up and replied, "I'm throwing starfish into the ocean." "I must ask then, why are you throwing starfish back into the ocean?" So he said it kind of, a smart aleck way. To this the young man replied, "Well, the sun is up and the tide is going out. If I don't throw them in, they'll die." Upon hearing this, the wise man commented, "But young man, do you realize that there's miles and miles of beaches ahead? And there are starfish all along every strip of this beach. How can you possibly make a difference?" At this, the young man bent down, picked up yet another starfish, and threw it back into the ocean. And as it met the water, he said, "I made a difference to that one." This is what you've done for us. You picked 44 of us from across this nation. Yes, you did not affect every pre-med student in the world, but you got the 44 of us, and it made a difference to us. Lauren Esley was an anthropologist, and he wrote a lot. He was the wise man in this story, and he walks along the beach every morning, and that's when he ran into this fella. The story appeared in very, very many forms. forms, it's usually noted as an author anonymous. Nobody really knew who wrote the story.